Have you ever slapped your ham? I'm just messing with you guys. Anyways, we got another slapped ham video, and all the information will be down below. Check out his channel, subscribe to him, like his channel, everything, man. And then come back and subscribe to me, and we'll watch it together again with me. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, let's begin.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at the most haunted schools around the world. And to help us out with this list, we've got a very special guest, Emma from Spooky Astronauts. We'll be talking about her awesome channel and what she does at the end of the video, so stick around.
College campuses are typically places where students can have a good time in between classes. However, occasionally there are unspeakable tragedies that turn a hall of learning into one of the most haunted schools in the world. At Hollins University in Roanoke, Virginia, the student body has experienced its share of student deaths. Unfortunately, the students at Hollins have reason to believe that two of their departed classmates actually haven't left the campus. Presser Hall is home to the school's music department. According to legend, a student began having an affair with her music teacher. Things went sour and he murdered her during a lesson. Students say they can still see her as a dark figure lurking near the building's windows. Another student died tragically in the green drawing room in the school's main building.
So, my question is to all of you. A, would you still go to that school? B, after finding that out, would you just, honestly, if I had to go to a school or whatever college or whatever the case may be, and I found out that information, I don't think it would necessarily bother me. But until you start seeing shit yourself, I don't know how to react to that, because I never went through that situation. So you guys let me know if you've ever experienced that type of stuff at any type of school, any colleges, whatever the case may be. Let me know, because I'm really intrigued or interested in how you would handle that, and what would you do. So me, I'm not sure. I'd probably be flying out of there like, oh hell no, but yeah.
This student shot herself, and current students still occasionally see her in the room.
Scotland is a country that's rife with ghost stories, accented by the dreary grey weather the nation's known for. The campus of the University of St Andrews, with its elaborate Gothic architecture, is the perfect setting for a spooky tale. The school is said to be populated by countless ghostly ladies, spectral monks, and even a ghost ship.
What the hell do you call that?
Because of the huge number of ghosts haunting the halls, it's known as one of the most haunted locations in all of Scotland. However, St Andrews' most famous resident spirit is that of the White Lady. White ladies are some of the most chilling ghosts in popular lore, and this one is no exception. According to legend, the White Lady of St Andrews was once a lady-in-waiting to Mary, Queen of Scots. She was engaged to be wed, but her blissful life was shattered when her betrothed was beheaded. She was so distraught that she died of grief. It's thought that she now haunts an old abbey on the school's campus, mourning her lost love.
Damn. And that school is
At
still
Wells
around?
College in Aurora, New York, students are proud of their school's claim as one of the world's most haunted schools. The student body went so far as to push to have the college's ghost stories added to the school archive. One of these tales centers around a massive fire that completely destroyed one of the school's buildings. According to the story, a security guard named Max heroically saved many of the students from the blaze. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to save himself. Some students say that when walking down the stairs of the newly rebuilt building, you can sometimes feel Max persistently pushing you towards the exit. The school has
Yo, can you imagine in the middle of the night, you go take a piss or get something to eat, drink, whatever, and then something like that happens? I wouldn't be able to go back to sleep. I'd literally probably just, nope, I'm going home. I'm not dealing with this crap. Hell no, man. Ain't no ghost gonna shove me around. I ain't sticking around for that.
another tragedy in its history, a deadly flu outbreak that decimated the student population. The room where the sick were quarantined was marked with a red door to prevent anyone from accidentally wandering in. According to the legend, for years after the outbreak ended, any attempt to repaint the door failed, as the bright red paint would always seep through to remind passers-by of the unfortunate victims who died behind the door.
Wow. Okay.
The University of Cambridge was founded in 1209. With such a long history, it's almost inevitable that it would find itself subject to a haunting or two. The most notorious ghost at Cambridge University is one of its most famous alumni, Oliver Cromwell. A controversial figure, Cromwell was not permitted to rest in peace after his death. His body was dug up and beheaded. His head was placed on a pike at Westminster Abbey, where it remained for 20 years. Perhaps Cromwell's ghost wanted to return to a happier time because it's said that he still haunts the campus of his former college. Students at the University of Cambridge claim that you can sometimes see Cromwell's head floating around campus, perhaps in search of its body.
Hell to
The
that,
University
man.
of Montevallo in Alabama owes its reputation as one of the world's most haunted schools to one student, Condi Cunningham. She and several of her friends snuck into the kitchen of the university's main hall late one night to make some fudge. Although this was a fairly tame defiance of the school's rules, Condi suffered immensely for her transgression. While she hurriedly attempted to clean up the mess before the group was caught, one of her friends accidentally spilled cleaning liquid into the stove. Condi was burned badly and rushed to the hospital, where she later died. Students roaming the halls of the building late at night reportedly hear Condi screaming and moaning in pain. Some students have even seen Condi's flaming face on the wooden door of her former dormitory room. The sight was so common and so horrifying that the school's administration eventually had the door removed to keep curious students from stopping by to try and see the apparition.
Wow.
Kenyon College in Gambia, Ohio is one of the oldest private colleges in the United States. Therefore, it isn't surprising that it also has a place among the country's most haunted schools. Like many haunted locations, Kenyon's most famous creepy tale centers around a single location. At Kenyon, it's the South Grounds entrance that gives students goosebumps. This particular campus entrance is known as the Gates of Hell. According to legend, the spot becomes cursed every night at midnight as the sound of bells from the nearby Church of the Holy Spirit echo through the air. It's said that anyone who is foolish enough to pass through the south entrance at this time will be damned and immediately sent to hell.
Is that confirmed, ladies and gentlemen? Highly doubt it.
St. Charles East is the only high school unfortunate enough to earn a spot on this list of the world's most haunted schools. The story behind this school's resident ghost is the stuff of nightmares. At this quaint school in Illinois, it is said that a freshman girl was practicing her flute in the school's band room when a crazed janitor entered the room and found her there. He viciously attacked and murdered the girl. He then hacked apart her body and stashed the pieces in.
Did they just say randomly, like, you don't just, like, as a janitor one day just start murdering little girls and oh my god, what the, wow, okay, is that where we're going, huh? shit. Don't quit your day job.
Various lockers around the school. The students at the school are still haunted by the girl's ghost. Some flute players will find their instruments missing, and many members of the band have heard mysterious flute music when the band room is quiet. Most shockingly, students have opened their lockers to find bloody body parts resting among their books, only to have the gruesome images disappear moments later.
That would be so traumatizing to open up your locker door and see something like that. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, man, no.
Before we get to that number one spot and take a look at what is truly considered one of the most haunted schools in the United States, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on channel notifications. That way you'll get notified about all our latest videos. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania is famous for being the site of one of the world's most haunted battlefields. However, it's also home to one of the world's most haunted schools. Gettysburg College was already in operation when the epic battle tore through the town. Pennsylvania Hall, one of the school's largest buildings, was pressed into service as a military hospital as the battle raged nearby. A century later, the building has not forgotten the suffering and death that it witnessed. According to the maintenance staff, on occasion, the building's elevator will take you all the way to the basement, no matter what button you actually pressed. The doors will open to reveal the chaotic, bloody image of the Civil War hospital. You're forced to watch the suffering patients and bloody doctors, their cries silenced by time until the doors close again.
My God, man. Especially that last one, man. With all the soldiers and shit, like, just being around that general area. That's just horrible. I wouldn't want to go to that school at all either. It's like, the thing is, like, a lot of these schools just don't offer this information, or even people's houses and stuff like that. Like, you think it should be known to the public. Like, if you want to know, hey, has this freaking school has been anybody died in it, or any historical deaths, or like the last one, you know, if the general area you have all those bodies and ghosts and all that other shit, like, that's just something I would like to know, you know what I mean? I'm sure everybody else would too, because that's some interesting stuff, especially when you got paranormal stuff going on. That is crazy. But yeah, definitely check out Slapped Ham, man. I've been with him for a while, and he does definitely make some good content. So go over there, subscribe to him, like his channel, all that stuff, dude, like his videos. And after that, come back and watch it with me. Subscribe to me, like all that stuff. And we'll watch it together. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.